Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy week of Christmas. I decided to get a little festive tonight. Um, I even had Ben go find my hat. Um, I won't be wearing this very long because it gets really hot with all the lights, and this will make it hot. But I figured, why not have a little fun since it's Christmas week? I hope you are all ready for Christmas. We are done. We have actually been done for almost a week now, which has been fantastic. I have not had that stress on me, and so today I was off from work, other than just like checking emails and stuff randomly. And I actually got to sit in my craft room and craft and get some things ready for January, which is going to be exciting. Yay! So tonight we are going to play with one of our latest paper pumpkins, and it is called Notes from the Heart. And they are cards. And I'm going to be honest with you, I wasn't so super excited about this one, but I started playing with it and I love it. I love it. I love it. I actually have nothing left from the kit because I created the cards for tonight. I had like two, I think, like card bases left, and that was about it. And then some of the sentiment pieces. But other than that, I am absolutely in love with this set, and I cannot wait to craft with you. So hello, Marcia and Kathy and Berna and Deb. Hello, Lori. We are going to just dive right on in. Oh, Kathy, do you? Okay, so I'm glad you like it because this is for you. That is for you. These were for Michelle. And the Santa hat, well, it's Christmas, so we got to have a little Santa, right? You got to have a little fun with it all. All right, so let's dive right on into our cards tonight. I'm going to put you guys down onto the table. And let's see if I can make it all work. Get it all straight. Hopefully I didn't just make everybody sick with that. And then let me plug my phone up because I have actually been on it quite a bit today. All right, I think I've got it all good enough. All right, so this kit here, Notes from the Heart, it is 3 different cards, and tonight's cards for me, I really kind of went with colors. Like I kind of did color themes for each card. So one is pink, one is purple, and then one is green. So the green one's a little bit more masculine because we all need some masculine cards in our life, right? So let me show you. This is the stamp set, and I'm gonna say this is a good stamp set. The sentiments in it are fantastic, and the font is wonderful. So you've got just a note, thank you, congrats, hello, get well soon, best of luck, lots of love, and happy birthday. Cannot go wrong with those sentiments. And then here are the actual 3 cards on how you create them, or the intended way to create them from the kit. And then there are these envelopes that go along with them. These pieces right here in the kit are stickers, so it actually just adheres right to the front. Otherwise, it's just the plain green. So, and then your ink spot in it is Blackberry Bliss, and then you get some fun little embellishments in it that look like this, and they're all gold. They kind of remind me of the Druzy embellishments that we have in, I think, an online exclusive. So, all right, so let's dive in. And while we dive in, why don't you put in the comments what you are looking forward to most during the Christmas season, so in the next 2 days. And I'm going to tell you some of the products that we're using as we go through as well. Some of these products are can't get yet products, okay? But I wanted to give little sneak peeks since it's, you know, that time of the year where a new catalog's going to be coming soon. Yay! And I couldn't withhold from using some of them. You know, you get those new products and you just want to dive right on into them. All right. And I'm sorry for my sniffles. I cannot seem to get rid of the nose stuff. It has been lingering around. All right, so this paper right here is called Fruit Salad. And if you go back and look at last week's video, we walked through the different papers. And I'm going to be honest, there's really, like, I don't really like that side, but I love this side, the side we're going to use. I love this side. This side's okay. So there is some great paper coming. And, you know, sometimes we like one side, sometimes we like both, but, you know. Yeah, you know, Melanie, I know, it's crazy. This time of year, it's really starting to really get you. Yeah, and I hope your daughter gets better fast, definitely. And you're looking forward to visiting your home in Phoenix. Okay, good. Is that far from y'all where you have to travel? Or is it pretty close to where you currently live? And then Verna is spending time with the family and the grandkids. Oh yeah. Verna, we go to my sister's on Christmas morning and do breakfast. It is our family tradition. And that's my favorite part, is watching the girls open their presents. I love it. Because they're just so happy with whatever you get them. And Deb, you're going to see your son and daughter-in-law. You're going to spend time with them and your grandsons. Yay! 3 hours to Phoenix from you and back. Oh, okay, good. that 3 hours is a long way, though, Melanie. That's kind of a long way. Now, do y'all go and stay for a while, Melanie, or do you, or do y'all like just go in one day? One day would make it a long day. Make it a very, very long day. Get on your bed. And hold on 2 seconds. Let me let Maggie go out the room. All right, go see Daddy. Go on. She was tired of listening to me talk already. Okay, so I adhered that paper down there. We're going to take a blending brush and we're going to put a little bit of Flirty Flamingo onto the card front. One thing I want to point out is there's already like yellow specks on the card bases. So this is one of the card bases and I just cut it down. But you can't really see it. So we're going to enhance it with actually putting a little bit of pink on it. And I'm going to just rub off a little on the back. And then we're going to come in here and put some Flirty Flamingo on the front. And then you can actually see the yellow, which I think is Lemon Lolly, kind of pulls out a little bit more. Ah, Melanie, that is a long trip. Hello, Harper. I love you and miss you too. I don't get to see Harper for Christmas Day this year, but very soon after, for sure. Okay, so we've got that down. And then we're going to take a Flirty Flamingo pen. This is the Stampin' Right markers. Not a pen, it's a marker. And we're going to flick a good amount of Flirty Flamingo on there. Then we're going to take some Old Olive. And we're going to do it with some Old Olive too. And we're just going to do a little bit with the Old Olive. Just want a little bit of that mix. Okay, we're going to kind of set that aside for a second. Let it dry. No, Harper, you didn't get this one. This is the one you didn't want. But if you do want one, let me know. I've got an extra for you if you want it. I can definitely get it for you. All right, so now we're going to take a little bit of adhesive and put it on the back, just a little bit. And then we're going to put this down like this. We kind of want those vellum pieces to kind of show. We're going to flip that over. Oh man. Okay, well I've got an extra one. I can give you the extra one. Don't worry about that. If you want me to put you back on, you can get back on. You just tell me. Yeah, exactly. Melanie, this one is a beautiful one. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we're going to take some tear and tape and we're going to adhere it on the back like this. And this is going to allow us to put this down onto our piece that we did some flicking on. And sometimes it's easier with vellum to use your tear and tape because then you're not using a runner and it won't kind of pull it up and tear it as you're trying to put adhesive down. I'm going to see if I can get my fingers right in behind it. There we go. And then we're going to stick this right here on this piece here, like that. Okay, now we're going to stamp our sentiment onto our little label here. And these two pieces and this are from the actual kit itself. I really didn't step outside the kit very much, surprisingly. And then we're going to take some gold twisted thread. I love anything that's like thread or twine. And so this, I like the thin. It's so much easier to make bows with and all that. Okay, so then we're going to do this. And then we're going to trim it off with some scissors. And I'm going to put that back in just because it does come off that roll really easily. And we're going to use it on the next one. So I'm going to flip this over. We are actually going to take a glue dot. Put a glue dot on. And then we're going to stick it right about here. We're going to take some dimensionals and then we're going to stick this here like that. We'll flip this over. We're going to add some more dimensionals. I'm going to cut these so that I can use the edges because, you know, we got to use those edges. We got to use all of it. And then we're going to stick it on the back of this piece. Oh, I did forget to tell you, there is a blog post that has the list of products that I used. And if you have any questions with measurements, like I may not have put like the measurement that I cut this down to. So if you have questions on that, just email me and I can send them to you. Which I guess I could go back in and put that in there, but. All right. And then you're doing one of the old Christmas kits. Oh, good, good, good. Harper has always liked to craft with me ever since she was young. Her and Morgan are my two little crafters. All right, so then we're going to take our pick tool and we are going to, these are hard to see down on the table. We're going to add 3 little embellishments right there. And then our first card is done. Simple and quick. Very simple and very quick. All right, I'm going to set that one aside. I'm going to move my trash out the way. And then We're going to move on to card number 2. So that one was, the first one was all about pink. The second one is all about purple, which, let me know in the comments, what is your favorite color? Because purple is my favorite color, which is why I wanted this one to have a little bit more purple on it. Then, and the weird thing is I don't use purple in crafting very often, but it is my favorite color. All right, now we're using one of the card bases from the kit, and we're gonna fold it in half. And then we are going to take our little grid paper again. We're gonna take our Highland Heather and we're gonna flick onto our card base with the Highland Heather. We're gonna set that aside for a minute. While we do that, we are gonna stamp our sentiment, and we're gonna use Blackberry Bliss, one of our other purples, and Highland Heather and Blackberry Bliss look very good together. I like them a lot together. Yellow first and purple second. That's what I'm talking about. You know, pink is the color for Christmas this year, apparently. It has been like an explosion of pink all over. And I don't not like pink, but it has been an explosion of pink in all the stores this year. All of them. So purple's a good color to turn to, Lori. Okay, so we've got that. Now we're going to pull in this card base. And this here, I want to show you. Okay, I am not a detailed die person at all. I don't like the detailed dies. They're too fussy for me because I'm a simple stamper. This one, though, is gorgeous. And this is going to be in the new... is this one in the catalog or is this an online exclusive? I can't keep it straight, but it's coming out in January. It's coming out in January. But this one, when you cut it, it's actually not that hard to get it to come out of the die, number one. And number two, to get all these pieces out. I could actually use my finger to get them out. And they came out really easily. So I recommend this one, as well as you've got like I call it an oblong diamond shape. Or you can call it a sideways wonky square if you want. And then you've got this beautiful oval stitch die as well. Okay, so this one, so we cut out this out of the Highland Heather. And I put adhesive on the back because there is no reason for me to have to use liquid glue in order to adhere it down. Don't need to do that at all. All right, and then we're gonna stick it right down here. We're gonna stick it a little further to the left. So it's not gonna be centered. And then we're gonna press it down. And what I do is I flip it over and I give it a good press, just like that. Okay, now we're gonna take our piece here. And I've got two of these cut out. These are from, let me show you. So every quarter with a new paper pumpkin, they come out with dies, coordinating dies. This has a Mary, and then it has this leafy, and then it has a tag. This is the leafy image from those Mary tags and more dies. And the last I checked, they were still available. Thank you, Kathy. In the new many. Oh, Melody. Yeah, well, you know, the pink and the blue, like the pool party and the flirty flamingo, that is almost the color of Christmas in like all the stores that I've been to. Pillows and Christmas trees and ribbons and all galore. Yes, it has been all about the pink this year. And thank you, Kathy. Yeah. Did you do the home for the holidays, October? I did, Harper. Are you doing the boxes, Harper? All right, we're gonna take this I'm going to grab my silicone mat real quick. We're going to take our seal, wherever I put it. We're going to put some seal on there. And then we're going to fasten this down. Gotcha. Or that's going to be what you put your presents in too, isn't it? It's a good way to do it. And then we're just going to adhere it together, kind of like this. I want it to be a little higher. There we go. Okay. This is going to be covered to a good extent on our card here. So you're not going to really see that part. All right, so we're going to set that aside really quick. We're going to flip this over. We're going to put dimensionals on it. Might have to get some more dimensionals. Real quick, I'm going to poke out that little part right there. And there, and then there. I think that's good enough. Then we're going to put our leafy images right behind. And so what I'm trying to do is cover up the bottom part. I don't really want that to kind of show. So we're going to stick it right about there. Okay, so it's going to stick to those dimensionals there. Then we're going to put just a little bit of adhesive right there. Bring back in our card base. And then we're going to stick this right about here. Ta-da. We're going to go back to that twine, or the thread, the gold thread. Yes. Yes, Harper. You should actually have two of those. You should have one kit that makes boxes out of it, and then you should have one that makes cards. All right, I'm going to tie this around my fingers, maybe 3-4 times. So 1, 2, 3, let's do 4. And then we're going to cut it. And Harper, that was actually one of my favorite paper pumpkins last year, was the houses. I love anything with the houses. Okay, so then we're going to take and put some seal right here across there. And we're going to take our ribbon as I let it unravel again. Okay, and then we're going to stick it right about there. And we're going to kind of move it so that it kind of looks fussy in that area. Then we're going to take our congrats. We're going to put seal on this side of it. And then we're going to put 2 dimensionals here and here. And then we're going to stick this across here. I'm going to scoot that in just a little bit more. And ta-da, there we go. And then that, last but not least, we want to, there we go. We want to add our embellishment to it. And our embellishment, our new one's called Low Profile Dots. Oh, that sounds good. We can do that for sure, Harper. It won't be too long before Uncle Ben and I are over there. And then we can sit down and do it at the table for sure. I have to say these are probably some of my favorite new embellishments coming out. I love the flat, simple embellishments. Those are always my favorite. Okay, so we're going to put one there. And I'm using all the big ones because, well, I wanted it to be bling bling. Wanted you to be able to see it. And then we're going to stick this one, we'll stick this one right here, okay? All right, and then there is card number 2. Oh no, Verna. Yeah, the sentiments in this one is really good. I will say, yes. I wasn't sure I would like this one, but I did, surprisingly enough. All right, and then card number 3, I'm gonna move I'm going to break things down just a little bit so that I can have a little bit more room. Card number 3 is this one right here. And we're going to use a new embossing folder called the Plastered Painting. And it is gorgeous. I love this little, I love the image right here on the side. I love it. Yeah, agree, Deb. All right, so then let's pull out our little stuff for this one. And I've already embossed it. I did all of that before, so y'all didn't have to sit and watch me. And let's go ahead and take our card base and fold it. And then we've got some Country Woods Designer Series paper, and we're going to stick that right there on the front. So we're going to grab our adhesive. I love the back of this paper too. That's probably one of my favorite patterns out of it. All right, then we're going to line it up. Oh, let's see if I can make it go down. There we go. Okay. Then we're going to have our plaster embossed piece of Mossy Meadow. Great thing about this one is it looks good both ways. Okay, we're going to do it on this side. We're going to take some linen thread and we are going to wrap it around 3 times. Make sure I got enough there to do a bow. If you want to make it a masculine card, I would say you can forego doing the bow. But I don't really think it matters, honestly. Even if you do it as a masculine card. All right. That's a little smaller, but it'll be all right. There we go. You know what? I don't like that. I need it longer. And y'all know I use enough linen thread that it'll be okay. I will find another project to use that on. All right, we're going to make enough. We're going to put enough over here. There we go. All right, let's try that again. I want it to have some long tails. Okay, there we go. Ta-da, perfect. That works there. All right, so let me put that back away. We're gonna take and flip this over and put some dimensionals on the back. What do you think will be the fast sellout for Celebration? I feel like it will be the paper, Lori, because the paper is good. I also feel like, you know, usually the stamp sets don't go out first because they, you know, they make those in-house. So I don't feel like those will go away, but I do feel like the paper and maybe that heart die. If you were on the Stamping Divas team, the heart bundle in the Celebration is going to be our team make and takes for the month of January. So I'm working on finishing those up now, and then I will post it all to our team page. But I feel like the paper and maybe the ribbon. The ribbon seems to be very popular too. I'm not a big fan of it. It's purple and it's beautiful, but it's real thin, and I don't do a lot of the thin ribbons like that. So, but yeah, I think that'll be it. The fruit, yeah, see, okay. The fruit one, I do think, and then the other one, what's the other one? The toad. And the only reason I say yes to the designer series papers on those is because even though like on this, I don't like this side, I love this side. I feel like the patterned side is really pretty on all of them. So like even that, like I think that side of it, because I'm not a big fan of the fruit side, but I'm a huge fan of this side. So So I feel like a lot of people have said the same thing that that I know or interact with Stampin' Up. I feel like they've said the same thing. So I guess we'll see. It won't take long for us to know, though, for sure. Won't take long to know. All right, we're going to use some copper clay for our sentiment on this one. And we're going to do a get well soon. Because sadly, we are in that time of the year where everyone has a cold and has allergy issues. So I figured that would be a good little card to do. All right, so here, we're gonna put a little bit of adhesive right here and right here. We're gonna put this, actually, before we do that, we're gonna trim off these. I'm not a huge fan of those sticking out the bottom. So we're gonna cut those right on off. Okay, then we're gonna stick this right about here. We want it to stick out pretty far, like that. On this one, we're gonna trim right here and right here. And then we're gonna flip this back over. We're gonna stick that out right about there. We're gonna cut off this top part up here. And then we're gonna stick that right about there. Okay, we're gonna flip it over. We are gonna put dimensionals on it. And yeah, Lori, I agree. I watch what a lot of demonstrators use just so I can kind of see what's popular. Sometimes I'll pick the things that aren't, because then I know that I don't get in trouble when I want to go use something for a class. So I do that with, you know, our catalogs too, our online exclusives. I kind of find what people aren't necessarily interested in, and I kind of go for it that way. All right, so let's kind of move this down a little bit. I'm not sure if I'll be able to. Nope. Okay, it'll be all right. Oops. Hold on. There we go. All right. Then we're gonna stick this right across here, just like that. We're gonna flip our sentiment over. We're gonna put adhesive at the top. We're gonna take 2 dimensionals, put it down here at the bottom, flip it over, stick it right here on the edge. Then we are going to take our embellishment, which these have been around for a while. These are the neutrals, neutral sequins. And we're gonna take them and just stick them right onto our card front. Wrong one, there we go. And then one more, I'm gonna stick that one right there. Let's move that one down just a little bit. Okay. All right, that is card number 3. And again, you can take away the ribbon, the bow. I could say you could leave the ribbon on there, just tie a knot or let it go behind there and just have the edges there showing. So, hello, Carol, how are you? Hey, Karen. Oh, you're fine. And sadly, we're just now finishing up too, Carol, but that's okay, because the replay will post in about less than 5 minutes. So it'll do its little thing and then it will post. All right, let me pull them out so you can see them all. Make sure I'm here in the screen. So we've got pink, we've got our purple, and then we've got our green. And that is all 3 of our cards for our paper pumpkin this month. If you were on last week, we did 2 cards from my monthly in-person class. My plan tomorrow morning is to get up and film the other 3 cards because I have not gotten to that yet. I will film that and get that posted over the Christmas break so you have something else to watch. And I hope everyone has an amazing Christmas. Remember that the reason for the season is that Christ was born for us. It is all about the birth, the resurrection, or the birth, death, and resurrection. So I hope everyone has an amazing Christmas, and I can't wait to see you guys probably after the first of the year. I may take next week off, depends. I'll let you know. But if I don't see you or get to craft with you next week, I'll hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and New Year's, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.